What's up, everyone? Welcome back and welcome in. My name is Evan. We're here to do some more 6CG. I'm going to be practicing room 3 for a little bit because I think if I don't practice room 3, I'm going to be crying if I try to just do the gold right away. So we'll be here for a little bit today, and then we'll see if we can actually get a couple actual attempts in. But how's everyone doing? What's up, Hero Brian? What's up, Cac? What's up, Jay? Z, I already hydrated for you while the ads were rolling, so I got that done, I promise. Hope everyone's doing well. Gotta lock in on homework though, so I'll be lurking. Hey, no problem. Good luck on your homework. I understand I was doing a lot myself today, so I feel it. I'll lock in as well. You have an exam tomorrow, Hero? You're scared? You've got it. You've got it, no problem. Who are we kidding? Oh. You see these plays? I'm doing great. Do you guys see this? Okay, well. Hey, I was doing fine. Can I... If I retry, where does that start me from? That starts me from here. There's not an easy one to just jump back one, huh? Not without mods, I'm sure. Low-key know nothing, but I took the exam in my dream the other night and got a 93. That's so funny. That's so funny. You did it in your dream. You were prepared. Save state? Can I do save states in non-modded? Is that a thing? It's not... It's modded only. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I can't do save states. It seems like something they would add to the base game, though. You would think with all the stuff they do around here. Thank you for the hydrate and the posture check again. Where's my chair? Can I move that up a little bit? You guys, I think I'm gonna try to get a new chair for this holiday season. One that I can actually sit back in. This one I just feel like I'm back too far from the mic. I'm not supported well enough by it. I need to be well supported by my chair, you know what I'm saying? Okay, it's lurk bell o'clock. I understand what's going on. What's the play here? Oh my. Gaming chair? Yeah, we'll see. Look, as long as it's ergonomic. I need my old man back. Black Friday chair shopping stream? That's crazy. Yo, what's up, Azo? Welcome in. Let's see here. How do I get this one? So this one, I let go and I can get far enough. That one I have to hold right, and then we're okay. So we do nothing there. This is gonna destroy me during the actual Goldens. Yo, Jay, have a good lurk. Enjoy your lurk, my friend. Oops. Yeah, I feel like the easiest way to do this is just gonna be waiting there. Is this a new camera angle? What are you talking about, Azo? Does this feel a little different to you? Yes, it's because I am at my second monitor here instead of my laptop. This way I'm not playing through OBS anymore. Everyone bullied me out of playing through OBS. So I've had to do a little shuffle. It's also the lighting's different than it used to be. Because I turned off my overhead lights for now. No more OBS gameplay? Yeah, lucky you guys. And the blue background. Well, the thing is, I always have the blue in the back, but the overhead lights are so yellow that it just washes them out. I think it would be fine if I had like a cooler overhead light color, but the bulbs up top are nasty. Redeem to switch back to OBS gameplay? Nah, that's too much work. That's too much work for me. I guess it's not really. I have OBS up. Look, here's the thing with redeems on stream. I'm trying to fun max for myself on stream. So doing things to stream that like actively make stream more frustrating for me is not fun for me on stream. And I'm trying to have fun so that you guys can have fun. I know there's something fun in watching your streamer get bullied too, and being able to bully your streamer, but not, you know, it's not the best long term, I feel like, for me. I'm not that guy. Chat, I don't think I could do that. When you stared into the camera, I froze IRL. I don't even know, where am I looking? I feel like I'm still looking up. Yep, it's still off to the side a little bit because I have it off center in the settings somewhere. Bullying me is not the best for me long term. That's crazy. Yeah. I know, what a wild thing. I looked 2D. I am. I'm just an animated head down here. Want to bully the streamer, you gotta come to my streams. I can't believe you're advertising your own stream in my stream. You guys, should we ban Herobrine? Flat Stanley. That's so funny. Hashtag ban hero. Can we get a petition going? That's crazy. That's crazy. I could never. No more tips for your golden runs then? Yeah. Just run a poll. Oh, that's insane. Never in a million years would I. If I get banned on stream, do I get banned from the Minecraft server? Yeah, you get banned on everything if you get banned. I got no mercy when it comes to bans. Can we steal Herobrine's points because he would vote no and then he would lose? Yeah. That's so funny. Ah. Then you'd have half a dugout chunk next to your house. I'd finish it. I'm not a quitter like that. I would do it for you. I'd finish the work. There's something iconic about making a prediction to just let people steal points. That's true. It's part of the fun. You can't finish my chunk? I can do whatever the hell I want. In the server, I'm currently at Y minus 60 with just a fist. It's pure pain. Why? Why are you at Y minus 60 with just a fist? Then you'd have 2 beds and no one to share it with. Went to the desert to get dye for the beds today. That's so true, I did do that. That would be really sad. Has anyone made it to the end yet? No, nobody's made it to the end yet. I don't think anyone has found the fortress or whatever it's called. What's it called? Why am I blanking? Oops. I died, then went down to get my stuff. Then my wooden pickaxe broke halfway down. Yo, you should just get onto the server when someone... Oh yeah, Stronghold, that's what it's called. It's been so long. I've been to the Nether, yeah. Yeah. Just get on the server and TP to one of us, because we set up TP stuff. Because I was so kind to people. What's your stuff? You'll still log on right now and start digging down. Perfect. Oops. You're all getting on. Nice. Hell yeah. I'm gonna quickly make sure I can keep an eye on the server while you're on there to make sure we don't have any issues. Because I'm so kind, as usual. Clear. SSH, and we'll do our Emacs. Bam. You guys, I really enjoy doing easy Linux command line stuff. Easy peasy. Gonna blow up Ebrozo's laptop? Yeah, I know. That's really why I have to watch. I have to make sure that we don't... We've had 3 people on it once before, but I gotta check the CPU temps. I'm gonna watch the server. Yeah, I've just got the console log. Not like physically watch. Can't use my hacks now? Yeah. I'll get all the readouts. It'll say that you're trying to fly over and over again. I'll catch ya. The VPN put you in the USA today? Hell yeah. That's good luck. Oops. Has anyone found what's the other one that I have never found before because I haven't played new Minecraft at all? What's the one that has the big ol' creepy spooky dude in the dark? Can you turn off the music? It's making me really sad. No. You're gonna have to deal with it. Hero, you're gonna have to endure my pain. Yeah, the warden. No, not the trial chamber. Not the trial chamber. Yeah, ancient city I've not done. I may or may not have found a trial chamber for us on the server, by the way. I just don't want anyone going in and scalping all of the copper out of it. But I'm gonna set up a waystone to it so y'all can go and get your trial chamber loot. Oops. Okay. I feel perfectly competent now. I'm ready. I feel completely capable of getting the golden now. You guys, to think that I thought that the seaside was hard in the first place, and then you have to go back and get the golden, that's crazy. This is a crazy game. I don't know if any of y'all know this. This game is wild. Turns out it's a good game. Turns out it's really good. Alright. Now the annoying part is that I have to get through all this feather garbage again. The CGs are not that much harder than the normal clears from what I've heard, at least, having attempted none of them myself. Yeah. I mean, the CGs in general, seasides in general are not as bad, typically, because they're so much shorter. They just take a little bit of extra effort per room to learn. Yo, what's up, Pahanakun? How you doing? Welcome in. W emotes as usual. Oops. You're doing good? That's good to hear. I'm doing well. Work was real slow tonight. I was supposed to be out of there like at 9, but 8 o'clock rolled around and I was like, there's literally nothing to do. So I went to like one of my managers and I was just like, can I go home? And they're like, yeah, okay. So then I went home, which was kind of them. But to be fair, like I literally just there was going to be nothing else for me to do for like the next hour. So it was understandable. I wasn't slacking off at my job, okay? I do my job when I'm at work. But I'm not going to do any extra work for work, that's for sure. They be calling me on my day off saying, hey, can you come in and work a shift today? Nope. Why are you even calling me on my day off? I'm talking on the phone to you right now. You better compensate me. I better see this 1 minute added to my paycheck. Better pay that phone bill. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. And I'm still gonna say no, I'm not gonna come into work on my day off. Oh. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Dang it. Ah, that's low. Oh, nice. Worked late tonight and last night. Got a little over an hour of overtime. Union got us daily as well as weekly overtime. Hell yeah. Yeah, if you're grabbing overtime, then it's understandable. I don't work enough hours normally because I'm just part-time with like pretty low hours. So I would have to like over double my hours to actually qualify for overtime. So I'm like, yeah, that's not happening. I'm chilling. But yeah, I totally get that. When at my old job, there is, I think, I can't even remember. It might have been a holiday season or something, which would make sense. I think it might have just been because we didn't have a store manager for a little bit of time. But at one point, our like regional manager had like approved our store for unlimited overtime. So I did like, I think my entire week, that week, it's like 5 days in a row I think I did 10 to 10. So I did 5 12-hour shifts. Which was, you know, it was a lot, but I got paid and I was happy to take the overtime. Oops. It was so rainy today, though. I was helping load up a truck, and oh my goodness, it went from like, it was like drizzling. It was like normal rain, to like within it like a minute, downpour. The wind was blowing so hard that the rain was moving completely horizontally, and like, I got completely drenched. Like I went outside to help load up this thing, and I was like, okay, this isn't gonna be too bad. I had like a jacket on and stuff, so it wasn't all that bad. But then like the wind was blowing so hard, my like hood was flying out of the way, so like I was just soaked. And luckily enough, or unluckily for me, I was the only one of our employees who was out there at that moment. So I was the only one. Everyone else was inside and like started recording video of how hard it was raining. And as they're recording video of like how crazy this torrential rain is into their frame of their camera, there I am walking in completely soaked, drenched. It was terrible. It was so funny. For me, in typical California fashion, it was supposed to rain and we got nothing. I mean, yeah, fair. It's snowing sideways. What are you referencing, Z? PB? Nah, not PB. We got here yesterday. Now we just gotta see if we can clear all this shenanigans. We're doing okay. Okay, chat, we're doing okay. Now it's PB. Now it's PB for golden. Shit. We got dunked on. It's fine. It's fine. We were close. I feel confident. It's not that much farther out from that. We're getting it today. No doubt in my mind. I was worried going into stream because I couldn't remember what room 3 entirely was like. But the fact that it's just like that, I'm chilling. Yo! What's up? Every time I don't know how I'm gonna run with your name. We already have CAC, and I feel weird just calling you Cuck. So... Oh. We already have Cuck anyways? Yeah, because that's Blob. Yeah, that's Blob. Yeah, but then how am I pronouncing that? Cucko? That also sounds crazy. Like cuckoo? But that sounds crazy. But I get it. Tried to type it, but Twitch thinks it's a command. Oh, it's so funny. Well, I was just gonna take the C-O-R-I-E part and just start calling you Corey. Q long O and C-O short O. I'm just completely bastardizing your username and I'm ripping the Corey out from the middle of your username. I'm turning you into Corey. I'm just deciding that's your name now. You said it didn't matter how it was pronounced, so now you're Corey. Why would I do that? Now it thinks it's a link? Self-inflicted Corey-ness? Try Choo-Choo? Choo-Choo, just be a train. Yes, Choo-Choo's good. I could do Choo-Choo. I like it. I love it. That's perfect. Although yeah, Choo-Choo's good. And then if I really need your attention, then I'll call you Corey. That'll be your government name. Your fake government name. Do Choo-Choo? Why? But why though? Used to that one already? Okay, fair. Fair enough. I will abide by that then. But yeah, I think we're doing good. Everyone's chilling, having a good grand old time. Slowly watching me painstakingly make my way through rooms here. Which I appreciate. I'm doing my best, all things considered. You lost your right earphone in a bus? Oh no, is it a wireless one, I'm assuming? That sucks. Right side's my favorite side. I'm always rocking the right one. When I'm not rocking both. I gotta have them in all the time. It's so much nicer to be able to control my auditory stimulus as opposed to just dealing with whatever else is going on. Things are too loud when I don't have control over what the sound is. You know what I'm saying? Alright, lock in. Oh, that hurt. That one hurt. That one hurt because it was okay until then. Dang it. Yeah, lost on the bus sucks. That's awful. I'm sorry to hear that. It's true. If it would be wired, I don't think I'd lose the right one specifically. You know, that's a very good point. Yeah, I realized that after I said that. I assumed that was already a distinction that would have been made, but yeah. Maybe someone had scissors? Exactly. Someone had scissors and they just snipped off the one side. Which would be crazy. Ouch. Nope. We're way too low. We're fine, we're fine. Just wait it out. There we go. Ouch. Up and over. There we go. Easy, deep breaths. We got this. You guys, I think I need to be drinking more water. My body has been, like, telling me something. I don't know. I was feeling a little nauseous last night. Maybe I shouldn't talk about this. I don't want to make anyone else nauseous. I wasn't feeling great when I was trying to go to bed last night, and then I woke up this morning, and I was fine for like an hour or two, and then I was like not feeling good again. I had to go lie down. And I don't think I'm feeling sick, so I don't know. I have to hope I'll find the same bus. I mean, you have to get real lucky. I wish for you the best. Yeah, I hope it's relatively easily resolvable, not feeling well, not something that's going to be annoying. There we go. Oh, why did I do that? There we go. Chillin'. Dang it. Worst case, I'll just get new earphones. They weren't too expensive. Fair enough. Fair freaking enough. Doesn't make it less annoying, but at least makes it easier to deal with. Now, in good news, you guys, I cooked some chili yesterday while I was listening to Herobrine stream. W Herobrine, of course. I was making some chili. It was good yesterday, but man, something about letting that sit in the fridge and then eating it today, it was good. And like, I always be making chili this time of year, but I don't know, I must have done something special this time. I really appreciated it. Oops. Thank you for the hydrate. What type of chili? Chili? Do you want me to tell you everything I put in it? Do you want me to give you the step-by-step, play-by-play of how I made my chili yesterday? I can give you a rundown. Chili? Yeah. It was chili. Alright, first things first. Like a play-by-play replay? Alright. 1 pound of ground turkey was the meat of choice that I started with cooking. It was frozen solid, so I had to, let it do its thing and become unfrozen first. After that step, that went in preheated stainless steel pan with a healthy. He forgot to take it out. I remember this. I did forget to take it out. I did forget to take the ground turkey out, so I had to hurriedly make sure it defrosted. Yeah. Cooked that in a healthy amount of olive oil, and just its own meatness. Spices included cumin, a lot. So mostly cumin, paprika. And then we threw some cayenne, some black pepper, salt, garlic powder. I didn't have any fresh garlic, otherwise I would have used that, clearly. Any other spices in there? Any allspice? Nah. Allspice is just a mix of all the spices I already put in. You could do like chili powder, but that's also just mainly paprika, peppers, all that jazz. So like you're pretty set if you just add a bunch of paprika. Did I add any other spices? I don't think so. Cumin and paprika are really the ones that make the flavor, and then you can add spice on top of that. Anyways, I cooked the meat till it was all the way good. Meat comes out of the pan. Meat goes into a pot with a big can. We're talking the 28-ounce crushed tomato can. If you want to go crazy and do like actual tomatoes, be my guest, but I'm just using that straight out the can. Now, in your stainless steel pan at this point, you should have cooked down spices. Yeah, not even 16, a whole 20. You're 28 to be precise. We're going big with the can of tomatoes. And at first you're going to be like, man, that's a lot of tomatoes, but trust me, it cooks down all right because we're not done adding stuff in. Back in your stainless steel pan, you've got a mix of spices and oil still in the pan that you've like cooked down, and you're like, oh shit, this is all stuck to the pan. Don't worry about it. We're going to be cooking using that. It's going to be beautiful. You're going to dice up an onion, big ol' white onion, or yellow onion, I guess, if you wanted. You're gonna let that simmer nice and slow. You can go all the way to caramelizing those onions, but you just want to make sure that they're real soft. Keep them in the oil. If the oil starts to dry out and you're like, man, these onions are gonna start sticking and burning, just add more oil to the pan. You can toss some butter in there if you want. If you want, you could also just put some water in there to make sure that they don't burn out. You want them nice and juicy. Then, while the onions are cooking, because you're going to have a lot of time on your hands, Hero Brian, you're going to want to plug your ears for this, because I know you're a bean hater. You're going to start loading up on the beans, okay? We did find onions to be easily disruptive to my chili enjoying experience. All right, then here's the thing. I think that onions are only really disruptive to it if they're not cooked down all the way and the right size. At least for me. I understand, maybe that's just me. I find that the rawer the onion, the more it disturbs my chili. I do appreciate it though if I'm expecting it, but I understand if you're not expecting it, it's raw. Maybe I'm doing my onions wrong. When I say you're cooking your onions down for a long time, I'm talking you have your onions in the pan for at least 20 to 30 minutes. And they gotta be chopped down small. I'm not messing around. No, not black onions. That's what I'm saying. When you're cooking them, you want them on like a medium low heat. And you're constantly juicing them up, either with oil or with water, to make sure that they don't get burnt. If you don't rehydrate them, they're gonna turn black and be nasty. You don't want that. You want them to retain their beautiful golden behavior. But then yeah, you're gonna do the beans, which Hero hates. So Hero, don't listen. But we did black beans, pinto beans, kidney beans. All of those are rinsed. You don't want to put the juices from those cans in, but you'll do the beans, rinse them off, all that sort of stuff. But then you want to do a can of chili beans with the juices in there. Can there be chili with no beans? Yes. You could just add a lot of extra meat instead. You could do extra veggies if you wanted. Wife Brozo doesn't like peppers, but you could do like peppers in there if you're a pepper enjoyer. The meat and the peppers chili, yeah, you could totally do that. All that really matters is you get your tomatoes in there, you get your spices in there, you'll have the flavors right. Once you got your beans and everything, you're gonna throw those in the pot with the tomato and the meat. Then, what type of peppers? There's so many. Any of them. They're all the same. If you're talking well, I was talking bell peppers mainly. Would be what I would recommend. Flavor profile wise. After you're done with your onion, you were thinking of jalapeno, get ready for this. After you're done with your onion, you're gonna take a jalapeno whole, you're gonna put it in your pan, and you're gonna toast it. So you don't want to cook you don't want to dice your jalapeno and then cut it, and then put it in the pan, because it's gonna release so much nasty lung burning smoke that you're gonna like die. So you want to toast it whole, then take it off. Then you're gonna chop it up after it's been just gotten a little smushy. Then once you've chopped it up, then the whole thing's gonna go in your pot as well. Easy peasy. Now you've basically got everything ready to go. Now you're gonna let that all boil up in that pot for, I don't know, another 20-30 minutes or so, till you get your consistency the way you want it. Oh, I forgot to say, you also put some stock in there at that point. You want about 2 cups of chicken or vegetable stock or whatever. Azo went to the Nether and immediately found a fortress. Holy crap, that's W work. Good work, Azo. But yeah, then you let it cook down at that point, and you're pretty much good. I would... No, you went in Z's portal. Nice. My only other things I would add at that point... usually at that point, I feel like it's a little bit too acidic. And to fight against that acidity, you could add brown sugar into the chili. Beautiful. I think brown sugar into the chili is wonderful. Add some cream of some sort. If you want to be crazy, you could just throw some milk in there, I guess. But if you've got sour cream or heavy cream, just a little bit. You don't need a lot. Just to give it a little bit. And if you want to be really crazy, a little bit of butter. Just a little bit of butter in there. And that's about it. Then you got a good chili ready to go. You can put some corn in there if you want. Like I said, any veggies, you just toss them in. It'll be perfect. Trust. F. Ow. Frick. But yeah, then tomorrow I think I'm going to be... Because it made a lot of chili. I think we got like 4 or 5 days worth of chili out of it, which is good. Balling on a budget, that's what we're talking about. Because that's some tasty food, and if I can make 10 servings out of that, that's money well spent. I'm gonna punch something. And this time I mean it. So close. Yeah, that was sad. That was sad. No, I know I've got this. I know I've got this. It doesn't make it any less sad. I think the trick is I just have to lock in, and instead of talking about chili, I have to play the game. I also might need to get something less toasty to wear. I'm warm in this sweater. It was cold today, so I thought I was gonna need to wear a hoodie right now, but turns out nope. Chuck Testa. Why did I do that? Run ads early and go change? Nah. I got like 12 more minutes till ads run. I'm chilling. I'm not dying yet. Plus I feel like I'm in a good spot right now with this route. I need to get this. I need to get this. I don't want to let it slip out of my memory, because walking away for 3 minutes would make me forget everything I'm doing here. That's how fragile I am. That was real close. That was real close. Have I decided if I'm gonna do 8C or 7C first yet? You made me feel pretty good that 8C before 7C was correct for the vibes. And you know I'm pretty much purely a vibes based player. So I kind of fuck with that. I'm really glad, I am very glad that I decided to come back and do Goldens. You know, because when you're first playing through Celeste and you are not even through like the A sides yet, and then you go and see someone playing anything remotely close to any of this, you're like, nah, I'm just not gonna do that. And for a while I thought maybe I wouldn't. Nah, it got me. It got me. It's too good. Me too, yeah, Ebrozo Celeste, yeah. And I don't know, I think it's a good one. I appreciate coming back to this game and taking a break from the game and coming back to it. Because I know if I was playing it all the time, I think I would burn out. But setting a challenge for myself to like get through a certain set and then come back is really good, I think, for me at least. Oh man. But yeah, this game has been a very good reminder to myself as to why I enjoy platformers. And it's pretty much specifically for all the reasons that this that this game has. Yo, what's up, Jay? Bro in here dropping the Sonic emote on me. I see how it is. Jay, what's the best Sonic TV show? I don't know how many of the Sonic shows you've watched, but I feel like it's a valid question. Because there's a lot of them. There's a lot of Sonic shows. I gotta admit, I have not gotten around to watching like any of the more recent shows. They're a lot, yeah, they're a lot. I only watched... The only Sonic shows I've seen were ones that I watched like when I was real young. So it was like the OG... Like, I think there were like 2 OG shows that were like just straight up Sonic the Hedgehog shows. And then I also watched... I watched Sonic Underground, a good amount of Sonic Underground. Which that show... Dude, that show was crazy vibes. Sonic Underground has insane vibes, and the theme song, I don't know. I need to go back and listen to that song. It was something else. Back in the day, because I would get, I'd also get the Sonic comic books at the library. I remember that. Which is crazy, because I also, like, I didn't play really any of the Sonic games that much. I like Sonic X, seen a couple episodes when I was young. I think I've seen some of Sonic X as well, yeah. Yeah, I really didn't play any Sonic games as a kid, but I enjoyed the shows and the comics for sure. The only Sonic I remember playing when I was young was on a computer at like a relative's house, and it was like a weird isometric one, and I know I've brought it up here before and someone remembered the name of the game, but it was like an isometric Sonic game. What? That was crazy. Kevin, what were you doing? Can't believe you would do that. Kevin. Pissing me the fuck off. Kevin. Oh. Oop. There we go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, I thought I was dead there. Oh, that was crazy. Why would I risk it all like that? They say you gotta risk it for the biscuit, but I'm only risking it if that biscuit is from McDonald's. Oh no, this is pretty low. I mean, pretty high. We're fine, we're fine. Oh, that was rough. Fuck. Oh no. Close calls in the last one? Yeah, that was crazy. In the little feather hallway. Played everyone except Boom, 10 Rings, Black Knight, and I think there's one Wii U one also. Yeah, wasn't there... Yeah, and Unleashed. Yeah, I was gonna say that was the one I was thinking of, was Unleashed. Dude, 10 Rings, I never finished it, I don't think. But Jay, do you know the... Or no, it's not 10 Rings, it's 7... What's it called? It's Sonic and the Secret Rings, right? Because I was going to say, I think there's 7 rings in that game. And by I think, I mean I know, because at least in that game, that's part of the theme song. Bro, if you haven't heard the freaking 7 Rings in Hand song, I'm sure you've heard it. Dude, Sonic and the Secret Rings music goes crazy. I know people were like pretty down on the gameplay, especially when it came out, but holy crap, the 7 Rings in Hand song, I have to pull that up and listen to it every once in a while because I love it so much. They would play it all the time in that game, like non-stop. It was just that track, but it just goes so hard. I couldn't care. I couldn't care less. You'll listen to it? Hell yeah. W Sonic music though, for real. Maybe it's just my nostalgia speaking, but I have a soft spot in my heart for that song. Kevin. I would say I'm pleased to see you again, Kevin, but it's simply untrue. I'm not pleased at all. Dang it. Maybe I need to play Sonic and the Secret Rings on stream. Maybe I need to do that. I think we could do that, in theory. I think my brother might have our old Wii U. I have a Wii, but I that has VGA outputs, right? So I don't have a good way to connect that up. And I think a lot of the adapters are pretty laggy for doing that, unless you spend a lot of money. But the Wii U had HDMI, so I could, in theory, do that. Which could be crazy. Favorite Sonic games are Adventure 1 and 2 and Sonic Heroes. Yeah, I like, again, the Sonic Adventure games, they look sick. I just have never played them. I understand the vibe, though. Alright, lock in. Oh, I'm just not getting the right, I'm not getting the right juice on it. Oops. Dang it. Whoops. We'll get it, we'll get it. Look at that, easy. All right. Let's go, Kevin. Not today. Not today, my friend. We're making it out of this one. We are going. We are going, and we're not coming back. We're coming back. F. I was feeling okay, too. It's okay. I'm never playing this game again. You're going to the bathroom? Don't get the golden while you're gone? Alright, sounds good. That's a deal I can make. I'm not going to take a chef deal, but I'll take you up on that deal. Chef deal is too risky, but a Herobrine deal for that, I can do. That I can do. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it this run, just to spite Herobrine. Don't tell him. Don't tell him I said any of that. Hero was the guinea pig regarding Chef's deals, so true. No. I know, we're really all just holding out to see what Hero's deal with Chef ends up being. That way we can know what's up. That's so funny. W Chef, though, for real. All right, I'm gonna stall here for a sec. We do have our ads coming in like a minute. So lock in, chat. We'll have our 3 minutes of ads. And we will be back shortly for the remainder of stream. Lock in, lock in, lock in. Go grab your snack. Go grab your drink. We'll be back in just a couple minutes. Catch you all in a sec. All right, we're back. Y'all ready? We're gonna crush it. We're gonna crush it. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's go. Perfect. Great start. Everything feels off. Wait. Oh, I had my gloves on. No wonder it feels different now. Oh, perfect. That about sums it up. Oops. There we go. Oh, we're getting it. We're getting it, and we're getting it soon, chat. Turns out all I needed was the ad break. How do you craft a clay pot? Good question. I think it's just clay, clay, clay in like a little V shape. Or like brick, sorry. I think it's brick, brick, brick. So you do gotta cook them, I think. I think it's like that. 3 or 5? I think it's 3. I think it's just bucket shape with brick, but I may be entirely wrong. It's been a long time. Dang it. How much clay is a brick? I think it's 1-to-1. I'm pretty sure it's a 1-to-1 ratio. Go. Lock-in time. What's up, Kevin? Fuck. That was rough. Yo, Azo, have a good lurk. Oh man, I didn't switch to analog stick for some reason on that one. Whoops. My goofy controller style failed me for once. We'll get him next time. Dang it. That was silly. Oh, that was so silly. Don't do whatever that was. That was just straight up bad. Yeah, feathers are just so much easier on analog stick than they are on D-pad. It's crazy. It's insane, in fact. Oh. Awful. Extra awful. Oop. That was unnecessarily risky. Dang it. Yo, what's up, Hope? Welcome in. You're here for the awful for once and extra awful bonus? Yeah, we're still... So yesterday I finished one of the chapters, and this is we started this one, and I still haven't beat it. It's 3 rooms. I only have to beat 3 rooms to get out of this, but I keep getting stuck on the 3rd one. How are you doing? Welcome in. I know, you're here to hang out for once. Did you have, is tonight Wednesday? It's Wednesday. Did you do music stuff today? How'd it go, if so? If not, how you doing? Let's go. Oh. Sound is different? It's probably an old change been new to me. What sounds different? Does my mic sound different? It's the same mic. It's the same mic, so I don't know what's changed. My intonation? Guys, am I getting streamer voice? Oh no, chat, I'm cooked. It's over. Sounds normal to me. Hey, maybe you haven't been here in a while. It's completely normal. Nothing is different. Yo, what's up, Ren? Welcome in. Had a gig earlier, went all right. Hell yeah, good to hear. One of these days I gotta make it all the way out there to watch a gig. Do you think I could? How quickly could I walk over there? Probably just make it in like a day or 2, right? Just walking nonstop. Just a couple minutes, right? And also, yeah, what's up, Ren? Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Okay, deep breath. This is the area that we're getting stuffed on earlier every time. His frick bumpers. Oh, chat. Oh, I forgot I didn't have an extra freaking dash. Oh, I thought I had an extra dash. Oh. Depends on how fast you walk. I believe you might be fast AF, in which case it's anyone's guess. Man, I can walk quick enough, but I don't think I could walk. I don't think I could walk that much for that long. I was lurking, but the convo about the sound changing or not changing was amusing. Hey, all good. It is true. I think maybe the streamer voice is a thing. There's maybe slightly more gain or presence than before. I have not touched my mic controls in months. It's possible. So I am sitting in a different location. I used to sit over here, and the mic was over in this space, obviously, because I'm not crazy with the mic off frame. But I'm sitting over here now because I'm at my other monitor to play. I'm not playing in OBS anymore, okay? Everyone bullied me enough about playing Celeste in my OBS screen. So instead I've just directly sent the HDMI out over to this monitor instead of running it as my second monitor for my computer. I understand. We had to do it at some point. Oops. So it could be that. It could be I'm also just being louder, maybe. Which is probably more annoying for wife Brozo, so maybe that's a sign for me to chill out. That could also be the case. Who knows? Maybe I'm leaning into the mic more. Maybe there's too many variables. Let's be real. But I've said it before, and I think it's so funny. But like, I mess with my mic settings so little that I have nicer mics I could be using, and I literally just have not bothered to take the time to set them up. Because this one I'm like, it's fine. It works. I don't want to mess with it. I just don't. I don't want to have to do it. I'm too stubborn in my ways. One of these days I need to change some camera settings as well. I think the camera's fine. Most of the settings are fine, but I need to change the way that it's like routed in OBS. Because right now I just have all of my OBS stuff so janky. All my scenes are just so jank. All the sources are so jank. And I've been told that it's best to actually set up your camera as its own scene and then run that scene within a different scene just so you have more flexibility of what you can do with your camera, which sounds like a good idea. But again, like the extra hour it would take me to reconfigure everything, I'm like, nah. I don't wanna wiggle it. I don't want to wiggle it too much and then everything break, you know? Because that's what happens. All right, come on. Oh, I sold so bad there. Frickin' bumpers. They're the worst. Can't you duplicate a setup and you can mess with it here instead of in the original? Yes. Yes, I can. It's just the fact that that would take time for me to mess with it. I'm not really worried about messing anything up. It's more so like, it's already good enough. I don't want to bother. Pretty sure that's easier than you'd think. I know it is. I know it is. It's just, I don't want to do it. Just finished my homework. Did not think I was going to finish that quickly, but I can fully watch now for however long you stream after now. Well, I hate to break it to you. I'm going to be streaming for like all of about 10 more minutes probably before I... Look, I may be starting stream earlier these days, but it does not mean you're getting me for more than my hour and a half. I'm sticking to it. For my mental and everyone else. If it ain't broke, don't fix shit. That's what I'm saying. Not just that, but like we had a good while there where what was it? We had a good while there where I would have to restart my computer before every stream. Otherwise, my mic wouldn't work, OBS wouldn't open properly. Like it would like give me an error basically if I had OBS open for too, or like closed for too long and my computer on for too long. And then it was just awful. It was, and so I would have to like restart everything. Then like Logitech wasn't working properly, so I had to like kill all the Logitech processes, reload them, then my camera would work with its settings properly. It was such a pain. But now it's, however, whatever happened, it's all working fine, so I can actually leave my computer on and it doesn't like completely bork itself during the night. The Inception camera scene thing sounded convoluted. It's basically, it makes it so that instead of loading your camera as a source on every scene, you're only loading your camera once on one scene and using that scene as a source later on. It has to do something with like the way that OBS processes your camera as a duplicate source on multiple scenes or something like that. I don't know. And that way you can like have it set at like different sizes or stuff on different scenes or something like that, or different like settings and things. I don't know. I'm sure I would figure out if I actually tried it, but I haven't bothered. Computers get tired too? I mean, yes and no. Or no and yes if you'd rather. Used to not be able to stream or record without restarting my computer too. OBS had issues with my graphics card or something. Yeah, same. It was something to do with the graphics card or something. Or basically like, I think what would happen is like, yeah, it just wouldn't recognize my graphics card after it like went to sleep or something, which is just really odd. It's more efficient from a resource point of view and more consistent if you're doing things in multiple places. Yeah, exactly. Which like, in theory, it would be awesome for me to only have one scene that I'm working with, or like one main scene, one BRB, and then like an intro one. But for some reason I was really, when I was first starting up streaming, I made like a bunch of different scenes for every different like possibility of thing I could be running. I don't know. It's bad. It's very inefficient. So now I've like slimmed it down to only a couple scenes that I have to worry about. But it still could be better. Haven't played Celeste in months, but I'm still tempted to super there. Are you talking about the spot in room 2? I'm assuming you're talking about at the start of room 2. And I understand because I also feel the itch to do it there. I have just one scene and I adjust it for each individual thing I do. Yeah, that makes sense. And like ideally I would prefer that, but then I've also thought about like the reason why I've thought about doing webcam as a source and using it that way is it could be nice in theory at some point to do like to be able to do just a like just chatting type full screen type webcam thing. And the way I have it set up right now, I don't think it could easily do that, or at least not in a way that I want to set up. I don't know. Started room 2, yes. Yeah. I feel you. That's why my game audio is always so inconsistent and why I'm always paranoid that I'm too loud or my game's too quiet. Yeah, again, that's why I just don't touch... And again, I guess it comes from like when I first set mic volumes, I would listen to VODs after the fact just to check. And then I'm like, I don't touch my mic volume. I balance everything off of how my mic volume looks. Well, and actually, so like, I set my mic where it is. It's down like 1 dB on the total end stage mixer, but I don't remember where I have it set in my actual like input settings. But then I know that if I'm there, pretty much any game I put at -16, and then if I'm playing with other people and I have like voice chat with other people, I put the game down at -20 dB. That's just kind of my rule of thumb. And then I just run the game at like the game's volume basically. But I guess I might have it nicer or easier than some of you there because I haven't, like, I know some of y'all have to like turn down, if you turn down the game for yourself, it'll turn down the game for stream. So then you're also running into that issue. Recording and streaming the scene with chat and recording with a separate OBS window, the scene without chat. But yeah, something like that. Or yeah, you had the plan to have multiple scenes so you could record very well. Gotcha, without things like chat blocking the screen. Yeah, understood. Don't touch my mic, but I always feel like my game audio always looks way too loud for how loud I am, but then people say it's fine. Stresses you out. Well, you have to remember too that like game volume is going to be at like a consistent volume, and your volume is going to be like your peaks are going to push the game volume out of the way, even if like you're not consistently hitting the same volume or whatever. But I understand what you're saying. The thing is like the meters in OBS they don't respond. Well, I think you can actually change the way that the meters respond to you. Whether they're off of peak or like RMS or whatever. But like basically the important parts of your words, as long as they're cutting through, it'll be fine. But also just listen to chat if they tell you to to change it, I guess. That's the moral of the story always, right? Chat's always right. Ow. Alright, you guys, I gotta actually lock in for a couple attempts before we have to close out stream, so BRB while I lock. And not actually BRB, but I'm gonna refrain from looking at chat for a sec, just so we can actually close it out. Because if I don't get this tonight, I'm gonna be real sad. I will explode. Dane's the only person who ever says shit about it if my audio's bad, unless I ask, and Dane is like never in your streams. I mean, yeah, I've said it before, but that's the... I don't know if that's the only reason why Dane stopped to watch me initially, but I had no game audio for the game I was playing. Oh, man. And Dane popped in and was like, yo, your audio's not on, and I was like, oh, fuck. And audio being off when you don't even have a mic or a camera is crazy, so I appreciated them stopping in and letting me know. Yo, what's up, Elway? Welcome in. They're so funny. They are so funny. It is so true. W. Dane. How you doing, Elway? You're here at the very end. we're about to wrap everything up, but it's good to see ya. Hope you're doing well. Come on, clutch it out. I shouldn't say it, but I would love for this to be the run. Isn't that always the way? That's true, it is. It is always the L way. I prefer to take things the W way. Fuck. Why would I do that? I'm a little hungry. Maybe I'll have to eat a quick snack after. I've been trying to go to sleep earlier. Not trying to. I have been going to sleep earlier, which is very good. But it does mean my body clock is off for when it wants food. Sure didn't look like a W? Okay. Okay. Whatever. That's true. I should have done better. Rest is good in our entropying meat bodies? That's very true. We need to remember that they appreciate it, even if we have issues with it. That was rough. I really thought we had it there, but I goofed up silly style. I don't get nearly enough rest? Yeah, I historically have not. So even like allowing myself an extra hour of sleep is really beneficial. The problem is just like if your body's so used to like sitting on your phone for 4 hours before you fall asleep, it's really hard to break that habit. Or just telling yourself that like it's okay to just sleep. You really gotta give yourself permission to do that. Are you kidding me? Alright, chat, I hate to do this to you, but we're gonna have to give it 3 attempts and then call it. And that's our first one right there. Lock in. And I'm only saying that because, again, I gotta be kind to myself. I gotta be kind and respectful to me. Which I am. Don't get me wrong, I am. You'll get this in the 3 attempts? Okay, well that was attempt number 2. That was 3 right there. We'll give you another 3. We'll give you, here you go. This is number 3 right here. Nope, hold on, this is number 3. This is it. This is the run. Lock in, believe. I have 6C music, 3A music, and Minecraft music going on. That's beautiful. These 3 and counting. Yeah. No. That was... I meant from a different one. 3. Maybe you all forgot how to count. It might be a you problem, actually. Flashbacks to another streamer I watched who would famously do... Okay, but that one obviously didn't count. Yeah. I'm still taking care of myself. Okay. That's it. I'm calling it. W chat. Thank you everyone for hanging out. W lurkers. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate everyone who's been lurking. I thank you everyone who's in chat. We'll be back tomorrow with some more Celeste. Where are we going? I know where we're going. We're gonna start a raid. We are gonna start a raid, and we are going to go jump over to Azo because I saw that Azo was up. Get ready for some more Celeste. I'm gonna drop that raid message in the chat. Let's go show Azo some love. I'll see y'all over there. And again, as always, a big thank you to all of you for being so awesome. I'll catch you tomorrow. Till then, y'all have a good one.